Hello, assalamu alaikum, guys. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Assalamu alaikum. Today we're having all of these topics, guys. Pick anyone that you want. This TikTok thing is on my way, guys. The first one is parents, by the way, just so you guys know. Hello. The first one says parents, but the TikTok thing is on the way. How you guys doing? How is the Ramadan? Oh my God. I'm just like in and out of the screen is unreal. Alright. Maybe because I'm too close. I'm not supposed to be too close. Okay. How you guys doing? Keep tapping the video and let's start this conversation, guys. You can pick any of these topics. You can pick any of these topics that you want to discuss about. And you can discuss them in many different layers, of course. Hello, sir. So we are going to be discussing about toxic parenting, toxic way of parenting that a lot of us learned and have to unlearn. And it can be very challenging, especially if you have children who are used to your toxic way and you feel like if you change, that's them done. That's you done with them. They're not going to listen to you anymore and stuff when you change. This can lead you to never change, and it's never going to get better, to be honest. The more you continue your unhealthy way of parenting, the more it's going to get worse, guys. That's the reality. We just have to face reality and learn to tell the truth to ourselves and change our toxic way of parenting. Especially some of us that come from a toxic way of parenting. And the next one is toxic marriages. Keep tapping the video as you come in, guys, and keep sharing the video. I'm very bad at sharing my own video, guys. I'm not used to that. I feel embarrassed to share my own video, by the way, which is why I don't normally do it. Weird. Anyway, toxic marriages. Toxic marriages. Many marriages are toxic, by the way, all over the world. Okay? Because a lot of people get married for the wrong reason, just because they like the person, or they want a comfortable life, or they just want to get married because everybody else is getting married. You cannot get married for that. Some people also get married because they think that, they're worshiping their God, especially when they're Muslim. They said, I'm getting married because that's what God wants. I'm doing it for God. That is just part of it. For example, you have to get married for 10 reasons. Only one of the reasons have to be for God. It's not that you don't respect God. I swear to God. It's not that you don't love God. It's just God alone is not enough for this marriage. Sadly. You have to have the characters of a married person first. And the person you're getting married to have the character of a married person. Those characters are endless. You cannot finish counting them. Those characters are what's going to keep the marriage. God alone doesn't keep a marriage. Any marriage that God alone is keeping, that marriage is burning, is on fire. One of them is dying, or both of them for the most part. And the children have to pay the consequence. And everybody else, even at work, people will pay the consequence. unhappy married couple, they always gonna fight at work as well. Because they're just not happy in general. Lot of damage caused by unhappy marriages on this world. Lot of children that come from unhappy marriages or just unhappy home. They become an adult and they have to pay the price. It's not fair. We cannot continue watching this. I know we are parents, nobody is perfect. But we have to learn the unhealthy way of learning that we learn. The unhealthy way of parenting. We have to learn to undo it and tell the truth. No need to be embarrassed. The children know what we are doing is wrong. They can see it. So we don't have to be ashamed of talking about it. The children hearing us. They're going to respect us for that, by the way. Children nowadays, they respect you when you tell the truth and admit to the truth than when you're just choking them to agree to the nonsense. The next topic is the underage marriage that a lot of Muslim people are doing. Still now. And the other Muslims are quiet about it. Talking about people who wear their hijab. I don't know why Muslim men especially always want women to wear their hijab. I know the hijab is good and Allah tell us to do it and stuff, But they're not doing it because they're good Muslim. It's a form of them controlling us and keeping us in the corner for them. To be clean, they call it. So we can be clean for them. So nobody touch us. They can just be the only one to touch us. But do you even deserve us? A lot of you don't even deserve us. So why you want to keep us clean in the corner where you don't even deserve us? I'm not saying women should go and just do idiotic stuff. No. Good morning. Keep tapping the screen. Thank you so much, guys. Keep tapping and sharing the video, the conversation. I'm not saying women should just leave themselves, and just do whatever, and just not protect themselves. No, I don't promote that either. I think us women all over the world, Muslim or not, have to learn how to protect ourselves. It's time we learn it if we want to live long in this life. If we want to live long and healthy and happy, we have to learn to protect ourselves. Married or not, bad man or not, just protect yourself in this earth, That's true. I know that. But a lot of you, people coming, and I cannot just take people, coming to share the screen with me. A lot of you Muslim men, the way you want us to hijab ourselves and salam alaikum and be in the corner and not to talk like Ami Job, like me, it's not because... It makes me laugh sometimes. It's not because you're so holy and that that's what we should do. No, I know that's what we should do, but you're not that holy yourself. A lot of you are faking your holiness, by the way, and you want us to do it so you can cage us, and we know it. That's why we're not doing it, a lot of us. But I know we should do it for Allah. That's true. But why a lot of you Muslim men, the ones that don't like underage children, why you not telling your other Muslim men that are married underage children to stop? You know they are doing it. Even some of the charities going in Africa and stuff to help the orphanage and to help the the charity people there, just do mosque, building mosque and stuff. Why you not telling them Africa, Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, all of these third world countries that are giving away their young people? Just like they did with me and my sisters. Why you not telling them that, okay, I know Aisha was married young, and I know some of you are still doing that, but you have to stop. It's called child abuse now, and the children don't like it now when you just hand them over. Why you Muslim men are not standing up for this, I don't understand. You're neglecting your women and children, and you expect them to grow up and be so holy and so nice and pious and listen to Allah and listen to you. How? They're gonna magic that mindset from China or what? Okay, and then the last topic is self-love. To me, self-love is the solution for all of this. So these are the topics that we are going to be discussing, guys. Anybody that want to come in, they can come in and pick up one of the topics, or they have other topic that they want to talk about that they know is important, they can bring it on as well. But these are the topics that we are going to be discussing. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Keep liking and sharing the video, and you're welcome to come in if you want. Let me see. I think the lines are open now. Yeah, the lines are open now. Sophie, hello. So yeah, guys, these are the things that we are going to be discussing. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys having a good morning. It's very windy and raining here in Scotland today. It's not raining right this minute. It's cloudy, but it's like really cold and windy. It's unbelievable, but the wind is kind of settling this second, like this minute now. But just a few minutes ago, I have to close the window because of the wind, just before I click the video. But I hope that we're going to have better weather these days, because I want to go doing long walks in the morning. So yeah, guys, these are the things that we're going to be discussing. Toxic parenting, you can talk about that all day. It's not ending. Just now, I saw somebody, one of the ladies, she did a video, and she was talking about how her parents are forcing her to educate her younger sister, who come from abroad, from their country to America to study. And the parents are forcing her to pay for her education, pay for her school, telling her that you're ungrateful if you don't do this. But the younger sister is abusing that opportunity. So what she's doing is that she's just taking advantage of this woman. This woman is working all the time, and this young sister is taking her credit cards and buying clothes, going for coffee, doing stupid things, going to restaurants and bar with friends, and just abusing her. Like, she's working 24 hours to pay for her school, to pay for her debts, pay for her clothing, pay for everything. And the young sister is treating her bad, talking to her badly. And when she tries to talk to the parents, they tell her that she has to do this by force, because if not, she's not paying them back what they did for her. Like, this is their turn now. This is her turn now to pay them back. And she couldn't take it anymore. And she came to TikTok crying and explaining this. And they disown her. When she tells them she cannot continue paying for this child, for this little sister, and she's just so spoiled and rude, they disown her and tell her to get to hell. But early marriage is linked to custom, not Islam. Yeah, it's linked to Islam very well. Child marriage is linked to Islam, and some people deny it because they have time to deny. I don't have that type of energy. So Isa didn't exist in Islam. So Isa didn't exist in Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life. So Isa is from China. So Isa is in China. I don't care you agree or not, because it's not your, I'm fasting, don't make me talk. It's not you and your four sisters that go through it, and your mother. That's why you're talking there, yeah. Because you're rude and wicked and you have no soul. You don't think of other children that are going through it until now. This is why I'm talking. The children that are going through it now as I'm talking to you. They are the reason why I'm talking. Not myself and my sisters. We already been through this. We already survived it. Some of us still suffering from it. All of us, to be honest. One of my older sisters died years ago, but the other three of us, we're still suffering from it too. But it's better. It's just that the young children, some of them die from it. Some of them have like really horrible life from it. And some of them, their womanhood get ruined from it. For when they give him birth, or just depending on the man you meet, because men are not the same. Some men have bigger manhood and stuff. It's just really horrible. And when I see women, condemning other women for talking about it, or telling them, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that, like a sick idiot. You have time. No one is here to talk because you want people to think that, Islam is perfect or whatever. No one is saying Islam is not perfect either. You cannot take away Aisha from Islam. You cannot take away Aisha from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life. Go and take away Aisha from the story and come back and talk to me. You're sick, and I'm going to block you, by the way, very soon. So watch your mouth. I don't have time to joke. I'm going to block your entire generation very soon. I block everybody. If you don't know me, you ask. That's you done. Your rude, idiotic ass can get to hell now. Let me see how to block this idiot. You're kissing the wall. Keep your lips to yourself. Your profile looks so desperate and hopeless. You're so desperate that you have to make a profile kissing the whole wall. I don't understand some idiotic, desperate horse like that, but anyway. Because it's not your ass that was married young. That's why you're here denying it, yeah. So Aisha is from China. Aisha is not from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam story. Any Muslim that is always talking this is not true. So Aisha is from China. Aisha is from China. What the hell, man? What's wrong with these people? So the Muslim people that are giving their children to get married young, they copied it from the Chinese people. Aisha didn't exist. Aisha that have a big role to play in the Quran, in the deen. Aisha that is the main woman in the deen. Aisha. And Aisha was given away very young when she was a baby. Aisha started this whole underage marriage thing. It's Aisha. Aisha is the first victim of underage marriage in Islam is Aisha. Everyone knows that. So why are you talking like a hopeless idiot? But anyway. I miss what happened. It's just this person saying, I have all of this topic for us to discuss today. I've not discussed underage marriage for a while because sometimes it's so hard to discuss underage marriage because people are so hopeless and just hypocrite and wicked. So sometimes when I talk about it, I get emotional and stuff, especially when people are backing it and just condemning my entire generation like a hopeless idiot. Anyway, so this woman then say that, underage marriage is not in Islam. I'm like, anyway, yeah, guys, so I'm ready to block. You know me, I always just block everybody. I don't care. Even the queen is here, I'll block her if she's not behaving. But anyway. Stop what you are doing. What the hell do you mean stop what you are doing? And who the hell are you to stop me from breathing? I am not rude. I am Muslim. What the F? Muslim doesn't mean that you're not rude. Some Muslims are worse rude than anyone else. You don't know that? Some Muslims are the worst arrogant and rude than any other creature on this earth. So what the F you talking about? Is sedentary is in Islam. Exactly. It's in the middle of Islam. Underage marriage, arranged marriage, forced marriage, whatever the F you call it, in the middle of Islam. In the middle. In the middle. And the so-called people always denying it like a hopeless idiot, so hypocrite, and it's so painful to watch them and listen to them. I'm going to do conversation about this the whole Ramadan, by the way. It's so wrong and painful and unfair. And the children, they know it's wrong. All of these children that these things happening to, they know it's wrong, but they can't talk. Because these adults are so fake. and so afraid to say that it's wrong. Because if you say it's wrong, people will say that, oh, you're saying that what Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did is wrong. He never did anything that is wrong. Everything is so good. They're so hopeless and hypocrite. And they're not even good themselves. A lot of them are not doing what Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was doing that is good. They're not doing all of the good thing that he was doing. Any arranged marriage is wrong. Yeah, if the person happy with it, it's fine. Hi, says, you know how sometimes you arrange somebody and the two people are happy with it, and one of them is not even young and being abused. Because if the child is happy with it and they're young, they're still being abused because they're young, and you know it. They don't know what to want and what to not want. Their brain is not matured enough. That is still abusive. But if the past two people are adult and you introduce them and they're happy, even here in the Western world, people do that. People sometimes introduce their friends to their friends or something, and they like each other and they get married. That's fine. But when it's forced or the person is just a child and you're just arranging them, that's when it's abusive. That's when it's not good. My husband's parents in Guinea tried to choose his wife for him, but he chose me on his own. Exactly. That's awesome. Because what happens is sometimes when they choose wife for you and you don't like the wife and you just go for it just because they choose it. Oh no, that's very bad. Because if you don't like the person, you cannot be a good partner to them. It's not gonna work. Keep tapping and scaring the screen, guys. Let me see if I can share some of my topic. But it's hard because I have a lot of people that are not English, by the way. And I have very small amount of people that are English. So it's hard when I'm sharing my videos because I don't know who to share it with. Depending on the topic. If I'm speaking English, it's hard. And if I'm speaking my language, then it's even harder as well. Yes. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. I want to make awareness for Muslims to get up and stand up for this. I want Muslims to get up and stand up for this and condemn this. Especially Muslims with big platforms. And they're afraid to talk about this. Muslims have to tell the truth about underage marriage that is happening in the Muslim community. I know other communities do it, even though they're not Muslim, but we're not talking about other communities. We're talking about our own community. Please, this is very serious. If you don't save the children, nobody is going to save their life. So please, share the video, tap the video, share the video. A lot of people are not talking about underage marriage enough. People are not condemning it enough. This is why it's still happening. We the Wolof, I know is danga def and mangi rek. Yeah, I know, right? Danga def and mangi rek. I want him to marry his cousin, but he said no way. Exactly. People want to marry who they want, and it's better that way. Hi. He says, you are right. Thank you, guys. Keep tapping and sharing the video. If somebody want to come in, I was taking somebody who was trying to come in, but the thing rejected. I don't know why. They can send request again. You're allowed to come in and discuss any of these topics. Self-love is very important. A lot of people don't know what self-love is. And the moment they see the word, they think it's not even important to talk about. Self-love is the main thing. Without self-love is why all of these things happen. All of these things that we're talking about is because of lack of self-love, lack of enough self-love that cause it. And if you're clever enough, you get what I mean, yeah. That's why I put that there. I like to talk about that a lot. Self-love comes self-protection. Self-love comes avoiding the wrong thing to do to yourself. And when you avoid the wrong thing to do to yourself, you're definitely not going to allow them to happen to your children. Finish. So lack of self-love from our parents and their parents. Lack of even knowing how to protect themselves. Because they're not being taught that. It's what leads to all this chaos that the world is now. In every community. When people have genuine self-love, they will have it for their children and everybody around them, and even the strangers. And they cannot do something that will genuinely harm them. They cannot create something that will genuinely harm humans. You don't know that even people that create food that is not healthy, or they create alcohol and drug and sell it, it's because they don't give a F for humans. They don't love themselves enough. That's why they don't love humans. So they will create whatever and dump it on them and just collect their money. Hello, thank you. So yeah, guys, keep liking and sharing the video. It's hard when I'm not speaking my language because a lot of people that watch me don't understand what I'm saying, and they just disappear. The moment they came in, they're like, "Yeah, Amy talking English again." But I don't want to talk about this in my language only. I've been talking about it in my language for a long time, and I like to talk about it in English as well. So yeah. Hello, Saba. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. I'm trying to tap it, but I don't know what happened. It's not tapping. Is it tapping for you guys when you tap it? TikTok sometimes don't allow you to tap the videos. Thank you. So yeah, guys, we cannot allow things that is going on in the community that is damaging to not be discussed. As a Muslim, you're responsible to talk about the damage that other Muslims are doing to each other using the deen, or just the fact that they're in the deen. You should talk about it. Just like the fact that you're talking about people who wear hijab, people who not drink alcohol, and people who wear nice thing or not eat pork and stuff like this. The fact that you're talking about that should make you talk about these other things that is more important and more damaging. I know these things are haram, but they cannot harm somebody compared to these other things. And these things, even though they're haram, the person that doing it can change later if they have a healthy mind. But if they're traumatized because they've been neglected and you do not protect them, most likely they're not going to listen to you and they're not going to change. And they will involve a lot of people to be like that. I don't know what happened when I try to take people. It's like, hello. Walaikum salam. Fine, thank you. We are speaking in English. Uh-huh. Hello. We are speaking in English. Do you speak English?
Huh?
You speak English. This topic is English. The person must just want to speak my language. So yeah, guys, when I come up with topic like this, it's not easy because I know the consequences of talking about the reality in my community. People will hate on you. My community people are trained to not tell the truth. And a lot of community people are trained to not tell the truth. Because when you are young, you tell your parents the truth, you have big consequences. Depending on what the truth is. If the truth is something that they don't like, they will punish you very harsh and beat you even. And this train the person to not like the truth and not tell the truth when they grow up. This is why a lot of people cannot tell the truth now. Doesn't matter what society they come from. But mainly in our society is even worse. And because a lot of people been through a lot in the society, not just me, but they don't have the courage to talk. So when they see you talking, it's like they envy the courage, or they just don't get how you get your courage. So they want you to shut up then, so you can all just shut up. No. You keep your so nobody judge you. Let me talk so nobody is going to be like you and I. So we can avoid you and I. You don't have to go through that and then quiet. You shouldn't even go through that. I don't want that to happen to you and other people. You understand? So you're quiet. Salute. Keep quiet. Because when you talk, you get bullied in this community. You have to have a thick skin. If you have a thick skin, you don't have it. Salute still. But you don't try to make me to shut up just because you don't have my thick skin. I don't have choice for my thick skin. I don't want it. It's painful. I don't have choice because it's that painful and I have a heart. I will not watch other children going through it just so I can have a, what's it called? So nobody knows nothing about me and other people suffer. You are telling the truth. That is why that that's that they know that they know and don't like that even don't like that when you talk about it. Yes. Hi, my beautiful. You know it is month of Ramadan. What do you have to say? You have to tell the truth. Yeah, I'm telling the truth, Ramadan or not. I don't lie about stuff. What are you talking about? So yeah, these topics are here, guys. Toxic parenting is the top one. Toxic parenting. Toxic parenting, you can talk about it all day. It's never going to finish. Toxic parenting can be from a childhood to adulthood. They're going to follow you, continue to trouble you. Answer me, did you want to marry? Yes, I want to marry. Why are you asking me that? I'm not going to marry just any idiot, though. I know the type of man I can marry to. And if I marry to any man who is faking that he's good and then he marry me and he's not good, I'm still going to divorce again. I don't care. I get divorced 110 times. But I'll never stay with a bad man, abusive man, lying idiot, selfish man, and using Allah to abuse me. Man who like to marry different women, I will not marry that too. Man who like to abuse you and then call it whatever and just no. Never. So yeah. Anyway, guys, toxic parenting. Keep liking and sharing the video, guys. Please keep tapping and sharing the video. Toxic parenting. People learn it from having a toxic parent themselves, for the most part. Most parents are, are the way they are because they've been brought up like that. The type of toxic parents I hate the most, I'm going to count them for you. They are the ones who refuse to change. Nobody just grow up and be the perfect parent. But you learn from other parents, learn from book, learn from the truth, telling the truth to yourself. Learn from using sympathy and think of the things that you have to change as a parent. So the number one toxic parent is the parent who refuses to learn new way of being a parent. A new way. The parents who refuse to learn. How is your husband, Bara? Bara is not my husband and he can never be my husband. Parents who refuse to change. They are the number one toxic parent. They don't even want to admit that what they're doing is wrong. Or when they admit it, they're still blaming you for even talking about it. They are the number one toxic parent. The second toxic parent is the parent who is choosing man for you. Who choose you man over you. A parent who choose a man over you when they're supposed to protect you. I watched one of the Senegal, one is the American woman. She does live video. They sang. I love her. She's so beautiful and courageous and strong because she's like me. What she's been through is she's not strong. By now, she's like alcoholic or drug addict or what. But she's still fighting to be a decent woman for her and her children. Salute to her and people like her, and even me. Salute to all of us. People ruin their life, but they're fighting to continue to live a life. Salute to all of us. This woman made a video explaining how her mother chose a man over her. Her mother have a stepdad for her that was sexually abusing her. And when she find out, and the thing went to court, the police involved and everything, it went to court. She did not just tell her to lie to the court to tell them that she was lying, but she also tell the social workers to take the child away because if she have two choices to give up either the husband or the child. She says she's gonna give up the child because the husband is the one that paying the bills. So she's not gonna give up the man that paying the bills. She's gonna give up the child to go to social worker, and the child have to grow up from at social worker's home. I salute that woman. She forgive her mother. It's not easy. A lot of people were angry with her even for saying she forgive her mother. A lot of us are still continuing to talk to our parents and look at them as a parents because we have a heart. That's the reality. Because a lot of these parents, they will abandon you when you need them the most and continue to blame you even for saying anything. Hello, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I know you're just joking. Don't worry, it's fine. How you gonna choose a man? And a lot of parents do this. You know how I know this? Me, when I finished with my children, that I had a man who really loved me then. But he doesn't like my son. Only my daughter he loved. I was lucky when I talked to him about it. He did not deny it. He said to me, okay, I know, but I'll change. I will learn to change. I said to myself, hell no. I don't care how much you love me and how much you look after me. You have to go. I'm not going to bring up my children from a stepdad home that is making their life a hell. I grew up like that. We grew up with a stepdad. Why we were married young all the time, and even as a young adult we were going? Because we don't have nowhere to live. Because our stepdad was the worst person in our life. 1 minute he's smiling and laughing, the next minute we are his enemy. He treat us different from his own children that he have with my mother. Physically, call us monkeys, hold a sword, saying that he's gonna chop our neck if we cross his line and his children line, beating us, beating my mom because of his children. He slapped me. Until now, I can only chew with this side of my mouth because of the slap that he did to me, because he was beating my mom because of his children. Say that my older sister annoyed her. One of his children said my older sister annoyed her. He was beating my mom, saying that your children, they're annoying my children. Look at this. And I said to him, you're beating my mom because of this, just because we are old girls. If we were boys, you would not do this. And he slapped me. For years of my life, I eat with one side of my mouth. But where is that stepdad now? I hope he's in heaven. He passed away years ago. And he left us and these children that he have with my mom, who are my two younger sisters. And guess what? The damage he done is still there. This is not serious for me to talk about this. Whenever I talk about something that I've been through, it's not like something is wrong with me. Lot of things that you guys are doing, I'll never do, even if you pay me money. I'm not crazy. I know the damage, and I'm saying it for other children to not have to go through it. When you have a horrible stepdad for your children, or horrible father, or just horrible stepdad, you ruin their life. You ruin the relationship between them and these new children. that you create. And you don't know which of these children that is going to grow up and make it in life. If you guys getting me, can you tap the screen so I know you're getting me? Let's just be real. This is just life. We're all going to die. We don't know when we're dying. We cannot live faking life. We cannot live lying and faking and watching the damage. And when people grow up and be alcoholic or drug addict or just don't know how to love and protect themselves, you're then judging them and laughing at them. Why can't you protect them now so they don't have to go through that? Because a lot of people that are doing it is because of the fact that they've been neglected growing up. You don't know? I am so you know. So this is the solution, don't you think so? Not just insulting them to stop what they're doing now. That's not going to make them stop. You just make sure that they don't have the stress that will lead to that. So many toxic parents in the world, all over the world, even here abroad, they have really horrible stepdad for their children. And they allowed it. Because they think, like that woman said, her mother said, this man pay my bill, so you have to go to foster care because I cannot let go of him. Look at this. Your first child, your children that you have before the man, your child that the man sexual abuse, and you know about it. And the government, the police tell you that, the court tell you that either the man will go or the child will go. You say the child shall go because the man pay the bills. Are you not going to rather sleep on the street with the children and beg for money? Sleep on the street with the children. God will come. Especially when you explain your story to people, they will help you. God will come. Than you doing this. Sending that child to foster care, that child grew up in foster care. Lot of foster care abuse the children and stuff. Why do you have to send your children there when you have choice? Just because you want to choose the man who sexually abused your child. How do you sleep with a man who sleep with your child or who sleep with somebody close to you? This is what I don't know. What some women, they're so sick. Honestly, it's unreal. How do you sleep with a man who sleep with your own child? The same manhood that he put in your child, put it in you and you take it, or he put it on someone close to you and you take it. How desperate can you be? How disrespectful can you be for your own self? I know some stepmothers are like that, they are bad, but I'm talking about stepdad. It's most bad stepdad than bad stepmothers. And more women, take bad stepdad than bad stepmothers. But you can talk about stepmother if you want. I don't have time for you guys to come here and start telling me, talk about this too, talk about that too. I talk about what I want. You go and click your TikTok and talk. You have your TikTok like me. Why are you coming to my TikTok telling me what to say? I'm talking about what I've been through and what I see other people been through that I want to talk about. You choose what you've been through or what you see people been through that you want to talk about, and you talk about it. It's easy. It's more stepdads that are horrible than stepmothers that are horrible. That's the reality. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of women that are horrible keep thinking, keep tapping, guys. Keep tapping and sharing, please. Thank you, Nafi. How are you, beautiful? That's my moderator. Thank you. That's my beautiful moderator. Because a lot of women who are good women, I'll tell you why it's more bad stepdad than stepmother, and you know that. It's because a lot of women who are good, they don't even divorce for the most part, unless they have a bad husband. Listen to this. And they have to have a bad husband, and they have to have the courage to divorce. Because a lot of women are sitting with a bad husband now, and they don't have the courage to divorce. And the man don't want to leave them because the man know they are good. But the man don't want to change to be good. So he's going to keep lying and telling them, I'll change, or just, like ignoring them, or just lying and whenever they try to go, he will try and hoover them and keep them, pull them back, and then he will not change. The woman will be there crying for years. Some women be there because of children. Some be there because they don't want people to laugh at them when they go, or some are there because of Allah or whatever, But more women, everybody know that even if you're a man and you're wicked and hypocrite, you know that more women are suffering in their marriages than men. Everybody knows that, right? Good. Because women have more emotions, and women think about children and think about the love and just hoping you will change and just hoping and hoping. So, because of this, a lot of the men who are not good, they're going to be available as a single man than the women who are good. You understand? For example, my age, I'm 41 now, or people who are younger than me, but they're already single mothers or something, or they're just single. But I'm talking about single mothers because people that give their children bad stepdad, they're single mothers. Either the husband die, that's not often happening. For the most part, they divorce, or they have the children before marriage. They have more chance of meeting a bad man who the good women rejected than meeting a good man who reject the bad woman and single. You understand? The man who reject the bad woman and now he's single is harder to meet as a woman. It's hard to meet the type of man who is a good man. He just don't have a good woman yet, or he rejected the bad woman that he was with and now he's single. Or the woman died or something, God forbid. That's harder to get. It's easier to have a good woman who rejected the bad man, or the man died, or she just happened to be single. It's easier to meet that than to meet a good man when you are my age or around my age. That's what I mean. When you are a single mother. It's easier to meet a good single mother with the children that she have the children with a bad man, or the man died. It's easier to find that than to find a good man that left the good woman, that left the bad woman, and he's now single, or he just never met a good woman, that's why he's single, or he just never met the love of his life. It's harder to meet that when you are a single mother. It's easier for you, the man, to meet a good single mother. Keep tapping the video, please, and sharing. Thank you so much. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know some single mothers are not good. I'm not saying all single mothers are good, no. Some single mothers don't know their self-worth, don't know who they are. They like to sleep with even different men. They like to just give up on themselves and just gold diggers and different type of people now. I saw different things in this life now. I saw videos, people showing women how to be a gold digger. Their fellow women showing them how to be a gold digger. Telling them this is what you have to do, this is how you have to do, this is what you have to tell the men, this is what you have to do. I saw it. So I know now the world is coming to an end. A lot of women don't know their worth. They just after money or stupid stuff. I know, that's true. But I'm telling you, all over the world, it's easier to meet a good single mother if you're a good man yourself and you're hunting for good single mother, or you happen to meet a single mother. It's easier for you to meet a good, decent single mother that is going to tell you the truth and stay with you if you're good, than for you, the single mother, to meet a good man that is going to tell you the truth and be with you. Do you understand? Somebody's coming. I hope they're going to speak English. Keep tapping the video, please, guys. Hello.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Hi, Ba.
You have to speak English.
Dengan English. Nama English.
Sorry, why video be English video la.
Ya African lah, wala uge. Angle.
Wa African la kay, but video be English video la. Sorry, but benen yon inshallah.
Okay. Yeah.
Please don't come if you cannot speak English. Could you good English? Boom yo, please. This video is English. Sorry, guys. You understand what I'm saying? So us, the parents, have to know that we don't have to give up on ourselves. In life, as long as you don't give up, you will get what you want for the most part. Or if you don't get exactly what you want, you will get something good, something else that is good at the end. For example, if the woman chooses to not give up on her just because she's a single mother or just because she's single, she chooses to love and protect herself, especially if she want to grow old with somebody, find the right person. If she chooses to keep herself and protect herself and love herself, she got nothing to lose. Because even if she don't meet this right person, she's still gonna have her healthy body, her dignity, her long life, because she's looking after her health and her body and her mind. Than a woman who focus on money and material, drugs, alcohol, sex. She have more chance of being an addict, having unhealthy body, catching disease, even getting killed, and influence other young people to be like that. Do you understand what I mean now? This is why I say to you, doesn't matter what is it that you're going through in life, as long as you still believe in yourself. That's why I put self-love here. As long as you believe in yourself and you keep holding on you and you love you and you protect you, you'll be fine. It's the solution to everything. But a lot of people don't know that, sadly. They think neglecting themselves is their solution. They think doing the wrong thing is their solution. Allowing the wrong thing to happen to you also. That's not the solution. That's only going to lead to more misery and more trouble and more consequences. Especially as a woman. For men too. They have to learn self-love. Lot of men are the way they are because they don't have enough self-love for themselves. If a man loves himself, he will keep his manhood. He will not lie to people. He will not manipulate people. He will not sexually abuse people. Because he loves and respects himself. He will know that him is better than that. Keep tapping the video if you're hearing me. I'm in the mood for this topic. If a man loves himself, this self-love, any man that have it will not do anything wrong to anyone. Hardly ever. I know humans are not perfect, but unto themselves. When the man don't love himself, he is his own enemy. He's gonna wrong everybody, wrong himself. He's gonna be addicted to whatever the wrong that is, and he's gonna mess up the world. A man who don't love himself is ready to die and ready to kill everyone, and he just don't care, and he's not gonna protect anyone. So he's gonna do the wrong thing, and he's gonna get people involved with it to do it with him, because he doesn't care about them, just like he don't care about himself. A man who don't care about himself is gonna send himself to prison, send other people to prison. It's gonna kill himself, kill other people. It's gonna be addict and get other people addict. He's gonna get everyone pregnant, just sex everyone, drugs, alcohol, lying, cheating, wicked. A man who don't love himself is very wicked to his wife and children. Because a man who don't love himself don't care that when he's not good to his wife and children, especially his wife, that is a consequence. You know, whenever you're not good to your partner, it's a big consequence. We all know this, right? It doesn't matter man or woman. You're not good to your partner, it's a consequence, because your partner is gonna give you back what you give them. You give them love, they give you back. You give them toxic behavior, they give you back. Keep tapping the screen, please, guys. Keep liking and sharing the video so we can have a discussion. I want people to hear this. This is very important. Let's talk about toxic marriage. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A man who don't love himself is a toxic marriage, and a woman too who don't love herself. The other day, while you were talking about evil matter, why did you mute my conversation? Yeah, that's really not me. Really mad because I too was communicating at a deeper level. Depending on what you were saying, Suleiman. Depending on what you were saying, I mute people and I even block people because some people, they just come here to argue. When they see somebody have a debate or people on the debate, or people having a conversation, they come in to argue with the crumbs, try to prove the point or try to prove that women are like this too, or da da da. I don't tolerate things like that. I feel like if you want to do that, you can do it. That's fine, but you have to click your TikTok and do it there. Me, I don't fake my personality. This is the problem. And I will never fake. If I'm not happy with the person, the way they're talking to me inside my video, I will block or delete them. Doesn't matter who they are, even if it's the queen. Because they either don't get me or they just come in to bully me and defend it, or just like, listen to me. I said this, I said that. That's fine. But you have to click your TikTok and do it. If I want to listen to you, I come there. You understand? Not in my TikTok and I pay for my bill every month. I have to pay for my internet every month, and you're coming here to nyaw on me and try to defante with me. Defante is like, you do me one, I'm gonna do you 100. So you're talking about men, I'm gonna talk about women too. Or you're like, nah. People in my community, they're good at that. Like, especially the toxic men in my community, guys. They don't like you when you talk about them at all. They get so offended and they're ready to defend all day. I always ask them this question. If they know they're not like the people you're talking about, why are they offended? Anyway, a man who don't love himself and a woman who don't love herself cannot be in a marriage. All the cause of the wrong marriages, all the recipe for all the bad marriages are lack of love for yourself. The people that are in the marriage, either one of them don't love themselves or both of them don't. Keep tapping and sharing the video, please, guys. Thank you for joining the video. If one of them don't love themselves, it's a trouble. And if all of them don't love themselves, that's even worse. And a lot of people don't know what self-love is. It's just now that people learning about it the last few years. And a lot of Africans will never learn it. They don't know it and they don't want to know it. They're too broken to learn it. They don't know how to love themselves and they don't want to learn it. Not just Africans, some people too, some other people too. They already made up their mind that their self is not worth loving. So don't even bother. Or they just don't know where to start. If you want to learn self-love, email me. My email address is above. amiolof@gmail.com. Just the same username you at gmail.com. I will talk to you about it. Step by step, you will know it. If you don't know how to love yourself and protect yourself, you cannot love and protect a marriage or anybody for that matter. That's the reality. It's the cause of all this topic that I'm doing. It's lack of self-love that caused all of this. The toxic parenting is lack of self-love that causes it. Toxic marriage, lack of self-love. Underage marriage, lack of self-love. If a community love themselves, genuinely appreciate themselves who they are. They will watch themselves and watch their surrounding. And then none of this will happen. Or it will not be as rampant as it is. Thank you. Keep liking the video, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Keep liking and sharing the video, guys. I don't know who to share the video for because I have followers that don't even understand all of English. Sorry. So yeah, guys. This toxic parenting, not just they can choose a bad step parents for you. They can also allow your horrible father to ruin your life, and they're not going to support you. They're not going to stand up for you. Some men are really horrible fathers in general. They don't know how to be a good, kind, loving father to their children. For the most part, they don't know how to do that for themselves too. And for the most part, they're going through pain. They have pain that they're going through, which is why they cannot be a good father to you. For the most part, they're not good to your mother either. Your mother is just there managing. And your mother, because herself, she doesn't know how to not be a toxic parent, she's going to allow the toxic parents to be toxic to you because she also allowing that. That means she's toxic too. But not in a bad way, like in a way like she cannot defend herself and you. Lot of toxic fathers, especially in the Black community. They trouble their children. And some of them are fake. They only like the children, the ones that have money, for the most part. Especially Gambia and Senegal community. Gambia and Senegal community, the parents, lot of them, only like the last born and the person that have money in the family. These are the two people that they like among all of their children. The last born and the person that have money in the family. The people in between can get to help. Keep tapping, please. Keep tapping the video. This is a very serious topic. And us that are going through this, us that, you know, suffering from this type of behavior in my community, we are also toxic, a lot of us. Because not just we don't have the courage to talk about it, but we don't encourage people who have the courage to talk about it. We call them names, bully them, to shut them down so we can all suffer and die. But why do we have to do that? We talk about the reality doesn't mean that we don't love our community or our people or our parents or whoever. They've been through whatever they've been through that they're doing to us because they did not talk. Please understand this. Loving someone doesn't mean that you're not going to tell them what they're doing is wrong or what they did is wrong and that we cannot continue to copy it. Because a lot of us are copying this toxic way of parenting and this toxic way of being a husband or wife. That's the reality. Especially in the Black community, African Black community. A lot of the African Black community, especially the Gambia and Senegal people, they come from homes that their parents were not in love. It was arranged marriage. Like what happened to me and my sisters and my mom herself. So because it's arranged marriage, they don't have no love. That's not marriage. And the person is just bearing the pain and just managing every day, you know. And for the most part, it's the woman that is suffering like that. So the woman gonna have a lot of pain, which is why a lot of them beating their children and shouting. And just, they have a lot of not knowing how to talk with love and kindness. They're going to talk like me and worse. And they learn that because they're in this marriage, but they're with pain. It's not marriage. It shouldn't be married. They shouldn't be together. And they're not allowed to leave either. So it's like they're in prison. So they're gonna teach you that pain, and you're gonna grow up like that. That's why a lot of us are like this. Even some women, you marry them, they don't know how to be a good wife to you. This is serious. They're gonna talk to you harsh all the time, treat you bad, especially if you're a bad man. That's even worse. And because the community program the woman to just sort of and take the pain, and now we are waking up. We know that we're not slave. We don't deserve to suffer and quiet. So the woman will react to you when you're doing your nonsense. The woman will react, and she's not gonna react well. And you're gonna react back even worse, and the chaos will continue going. Every marriage have a fight. I know that, but there's a healthy fight and unhealthy fight. Necessary fight, unnecessary fight. Toxic parenting is what's going to lead to the toxic marriage. And this toxic marriage is going to lead to another toxic parenting. And the cycle keep going. You guys hearing me? If you're hearing me, let me know. I don't want to keep screaming because I'm fasting, Don't want to lose all my energy. What time it is? After 12. Keep tapping and sharing the video if you are getting me. I don't want to jump and do this video in Wolof because I love to do my topics in English as well. I think it's almost 1 hour. So I'm going to end it and I'm going to do the Wolof one. If it's 1 hour. Are you guys getting me? So our community and just life in general, we have to learn how to not just to avoid being a toxic parent, and if you are already one, you learn how to change that. Not just that, but also you learn how to not be in a toxic marriage, and you learn how to not be a toxic partner yourself. And if you are a Muslim, or just even if you are not Muslim, you can do something about underage marriages. Especially if you're Muslim. Especially if you're African or you come from like all these third world countries that are still doing underage marriages. Like Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, all of these third world countries in the Middle East. A lot of them do underage marriages still, Muslim or not, because they love children. But if you're Muslim, you should talk about it more because the Muslim region have underage marriage too because of Aisha, and you know that. And a lot of people are using Aisha's story to marry young people. Somebody want to come in? A lot of people are using Aisha's story to marry young people. Tell them to not do it. If you know anybody that have a big platform, tell them to talk about it. If they cannot talk about it, tell them to email me. I'll come and talk about it. Why they cannot talk about it, I don't know. It's very rampant still in all of these third world countries, all of these poor countries. Just because it's not happening to you now doesn't mean that you're not going to talk about it. That's not humanity. Humanity is for you to think of others that are suffering, especially when it comes to sexual violence and children and women, sexual abuse. Self-love is something that everybody have to learn, but especially when you come from a toxic parenting home, toxic marriage environment, all this underage marriage and all of these things that is in our community, they lead you to why you need a self-love. Toxic parenting include parents who beat their children. They're the number one, two. Parents who beat their children, serious beating, torturing them, holding their ears, turning upside down. It's rampant even here abroad. People are doing it, especially Africans. They're worse here abroad. A lot of Africans, as I'm talking to you, they abuse their children so much in the house that it's unreal. And they expect these children to grow up with a clear, positive, happy mind, a mind that is not, what's it called, traumatized, a mind that is full of self-love and positive and happy. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes the trauma, you will not know it until the children leave your house. As long as they live with you, you will not know it. Doesn't matter how old they are, because they don't want to offend you. Remember, because you beat them, and now they know that when you're not happy, you beat them. They're going to program themselves to continue making you happy no matter what, so you don't beat them. And if you're a type of parent that when they tell you that you beating me have traumatized me, then you will be more angry. Then they will not tell you. And when you are somewhere that you've been abused, until you leave that place, you will not notice the abuse. You will not notice how bad it is. You're going to normalize it, because people who are abusing you, they're normalizing everything now. But when you leave them, you're on your own, or you're married, or you're somewhere else. That's when all the trauma is going to come back attacking you now. You'll be like, I can't believe this is how I live my life all of these years. But then it gets worse, because you're still not allowed to talk to them about it. They're still going to find a way to blame you for talking to them. Or it's too late anyway. It's too late, but they should at least apologize and behave. But no. Because most of those parents that do that, they get it from their parents. They need to heal themselves and surrender and change, but they're not going to do that. They're too broken to change, too broken to heal, too broken to surrender to the truth. They're going to continue being stubborn, continue to behave like that. A lot of our children here, even abroad, grow up. They have mental health issues because of the type of beating they go through in the houses. Just because you go through it, you learn how to cope with the pain so much. Even though you are still traumatized and still behaving like you are, but you don't notice it. Doesn't mean that you have to force your children to go through that. They have opportunity to not go through that. Why can't you give them that? You are suffering from it. You just don't know it. This is why you don't even love yourself to begin with. This is the reason why the community lacking self-love. This is the reason why the community is bleaching themselves to death. Because the community don't even know how to appreciate themselves because of the child beating and traumatized that is rampant in the community. This is why the community is full of hate and horrible gossip and betrayal. You have a friend, you think they're your friend. They're not. They're actually gossiping horrible gossip about you every day. Until you find out, you're like, what? You have a child and you beat them even in public, you don't give a F. You're suffering from it. So how you think that's fine that you have to do it to your children? You have a husband or a wife, you cannot give them peace, you cannot give them love, you cannot give them honesty and kindness. You're suffering from it. You're busy competing with your friends because you don't love yourself, you don't appreciate yourself. You need to look like that. You need to have that so you can be human, so you can complete yourself, even though you cannot afford it. Even if you have to borrow money to buy it, you will do that. You're suffering from it. That's why you don't believe in yourself. You don't love yourself the way you are. You have to attach to material stuff, attach to skin bleaching, attach to all this horrible stuff. You're suffering from it. That's why you're allowing a bad man or a bad woman to be your partner, because you're suffering from the child beating and the traumatized. So why are you doing it to your children? I'm telling you all this because some of you pretend like the child beating is good, Amy. Even me, I've been through it. Look at me, I'm fine. If it's 10 people that have been through it, 8 of them, their mind is effed up. Even these 2, they're suffering from it too. They just don't notice it. You're suffering from it. That's why you allow a man or a woman to abuse you now and you're with them. Some of you even allow your friends to abuse you. Your friend who is with somebody who don't love you, they abuse you, gossip, horrible gossip about you. You hear it, and you also go and gossip worse, and then come back together and laugh together like nothing is happening, and continue like that for years, until the day both of you are gonna sit down and argue, or call each other and argue. Why are you allowing that? You don't have love and respect for yourself. You can just end the friendship, you can just end it. It's not by force. Why you're comfortable to have a friend who you call when you need help for them to support you? Why are you comfortable to gossip, horrible gossip about them behind them? It's because you're suffering from it. Why are you comfortable to have a woman or a husband who you say you're comfortable to betray them and sleep with somebody when nothing is happening? You're comfortable to even talk bad stuff about them behind them. You're comfortable to look at them and deny them love, refuse to give them love. And you promise to love them. That's why you marry them. And you're with them. Why are you with them? You're suffering from it. You get angry easily. You're suffering from it. When you're angry, you don't let go. You're suffering from it. You can give someone pain and be like, very good. Or you look at them suffer, you're like, very good. You're suffering from it. How do you think this is fine? And your children have to repeat this. It's okay for you to transform this to your children by beating them also. How you think that's okay? That's why I'm explaining all of this to you. You're suffering from it. You're pretending like you are. So don't give it to your children. If you are giving it to them, I'm telling you now, stop. Give them a chance to grow up, not be like you. They deserve that. You don't deserve to be the way you are. It's too late now for you. You can cure yourself, but don't give that to them. I know toxic parents is like that. They don't allow you to get on with them. Because what happened is toxic parents, they don't even know they're toxic. Hello. Why are you asking me if I'm married? Just trying to be different. Rest to be. I am. I don't know. Your bio is so weird. Why are you asking me if I'm married? What that got to do with anything I'm talking about? Toxic parents in the community is rampant, and they don't want to hear the word toxic parent even because they're too toxic to hear the word toxic parent. Lot of us learn toxic way of parenting from our parents. That's the reality. But we have to tell the truth and change. I'm your friend, Ami. I don't know you. I'm boy. How you my friend when I don't know you? I think I saw that name before, but I don't think I know you because I saw your some video. Toxic parents, they're very toxic, and a lot of them never change. That's the sad part. I'm from Gambia, and I live in Scotland. They never change. Lot of them, because they have lot of them have pain. That's why they're like that. They have lot of pain. Lot of them. Lot of them have lot of pain. Yeah, your dad is very toxic. Lot of the bad men are very toxic. Lot of the horrible narcissistic men are very toxic, worse than the women. But some women are worse toxic too, as a parent, because they have pain. Any toxic parent or toxic love partner, they have lot of pain. They're dying. They have some childhood wound or some betrayal or something that they have to heal, and they are not going to heal. Lot of them. Lot of them are too broken to heal. They refuse to heal, deny it altogether, and run away. You're from South Sudan. Bless you. South Sudan people are very black and beautiful. South Sudan, they have underage marriages too, I think. Are they Muslim? Is that why they're doing it? So I'm going to end this video, guys, and I'm going to do this topic in my language because I want my community to hear this topic again today. I'm ready for them. They know me. I have to come to my community with this topic. You're from Gambia, Smiling Coast. Confuse me how my dad is 50 years old and scream at me. You see? Because he have a toxic way of behaving and he doesn't want to change. Even me, I have to learn to undo that. I'm still there, but I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm not anywhere near where I was because I agree to the truth that when my children do me wrong, the way I scream. And sometimes it's not because I don't want to beat them, yeah, so I scream. But sometimes you scream at the things that is not even important though. I think you should wait maybe until they do something very big and you don't want to beat them, maybe you scream so they know my mom is angry, maybe. But not just screaming every time, like all day or just every little thing. That is something they have to learn to stop. But because they don't want to admit that they are toxic, how they gonna stop? Doesn't speak to me. He just shout and scream. Oh my God, that's insane. Yeah, I have children. He just says it is his culture. That's what toxic people do, and when they don't want to change, they say, that's my culture, I don't care. And where did your parents live? I am so they're abroad. Why they not sitting under the mango tree in their culture if they love the culture so much? People who are abroad here because they don't like their culture and their country. That's why they're here. Us, all of us that are here abroad. Why when we have to change the horrible things that we carry from under the mango tree? Why when we have to change it, we refuse to change it? And we say it's my culture, it's who I am. You only carry the good thing from your culture and leave the rubbish, please. If you love your culture so much, why are you here in the cold? Why you not under the mango tree in your culture? Because you don't like it. You know it's not good. The country, the system is not good. The bad culture is why the system is not good, and you know it. The bad culture is why you have a bad leader. You know it. You're pretending that the white people is why, you don't have a good leader. It's not the white people. It's because of the bad culture. You train your leaders to be wicked and evil because you're wicked and evil to them when they're young. Exactly. You move because you don't like it. But now you're not going to change certain things that you know is not good. You're going to keep it because you're too wicked to change. You have to change. Tell the truth to yourself and learn new way of parenting and change. Because if you don't change, you will regret it. Because this thing you are doing is going to damage your children when they grow up. And a lot of them will not speak to you anymore. And there's nothing you can do about it. So change now, right now, change the hell. Go and read books about how to be a good parent. Listen to videos. Stop the fact that you just sound like people are just piece of shit, especially your children. Talk to them with respect and love. When they do something bad, then when you're angry, for example, you shout and you don't want to beat them, you shout, they will know that today my mom is very angry, and they will say sorry and they will behave. But if you every day shout, then one day when you're angry, you shout, they're not gonna care because you every day just shouting, and then you beat them every time. No, stop all of this and behave. Your children, when you do that to them, they're gonna go and have the wrong friends and do the wrong thing. What are you gonna do? Stop it. Because they're full of pain. They're going to go and do the wrong thing because they have pain. Don't do that, please. Change it. It's not everything that we learn from our culture that is good. All of these things I'm talking about is from my culture. And I love my culture. That's why I talk the way I talk. I behave the way I behave. But I tell myself the truth to talk about the bad things and to change the bad things that I pick from it too. No one is perfect. I'm still not where I want to be yet, but at least I'm confessing and I'm changing slowly. You see, self-love. Yes, use the self-love, sweetheart. Love yourself. The parents, all of them have to love themselves too. They don't love themselves. That's why they're like that. They have to love themselves. It's because they beat them growing up and shout at them. That's why they don't love themselves. They have to learn this too. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I want to end this video and I'm going to do the Wolof one because the Wolof people, when I talk in English, they wouldn't know. Wa alaikum salam. Mais ñëw wax ci Wolof sax. Pare leen maa ngi ñëw li may wax ci Anglais nii maa ngi koy ñëw wax ci Wolof. li ma doon wax ci Anglais nii ma koy ñëw wax ci Wolof su ma jullee ba pare maa ngi ñëwaat. I'm good, thank you. Smoothie Queen, hello. I'm coming back to talk in Wolof. To talk about these things in Wolof. No Wolof. When I don't talk in Wolof, my community people will not know because I have a lot of followers from Senegal. That's the problem. And I need my community to know this. They need it more than anybody. All of these things I'm talking about is rampant in our community. Who is this? Let me take this person. It's rampant in my community. So they need to hear it in Wolof. I'm taking this person, but...
Salut.
Hello. Hello. What the hell, this person? Oh my God. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come back after I pray. It's prayer time. I'll come back, okay, guys? Inshallah. After I pray and everything, I'll come back. So for us to do that, the Wolof one. Mm-hmm. My community people need this topic more than anybody. But why I talk about it in English? some Africans that are not from my country also need it, and just some people that are not even African are and can need to hear it too. But my country people, Gambia and Senegal people, they need to hear it more than anybody else in the world. All of these things I'm talking about, from the topic one to topic this one, rampant in our community. What time we are? The time is just 12:30. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go soon. When I come back, they'll all come in and they're gonna start talking. And some of them are so toxic and insane that even when you say something like this topic, they're gonna come debating me, telling me to not talk about this, or telling me this is good. They're gonna say the child beat. They're gonna say the child beating is good. They're gonna say that people, toxic parents, if parents are good, we shouldn't talk about toxic parents. We just leave them. They're gonna say that toxic marriage is good, and that marriage is for Allah, and that the woman should bear the pain, and even the man also, but most of the time they want the woman to bear the pain. And that me, I'm talking like a Western minded woman, and that the type of man I'm looking for doesn't exist in the community. I swear to God, guys, I feel like crying sometimes. They come in the middle of the video, saying all of this thing to me. Our parents, they are the way they are, and that's it. We have to take it, they are the way they are. And people that beat their children, that's fine. If you don't beat them, they will be spoiled. They will be like a spoiled brat. You have to beat them. Even me, they beat me so many times. That's why I'm like this. That's why I'm good. And that women who don't want to be married, they say that marriage is toxic. And they give it all this name. They copy in the Western women. They don't want to be married. You should just listen to your husband and worship him and do what Allah told you. And that, all of this, they're going to say all of this, is nonsense. And they're going to say that underage marriage is, it's not in the Quran, or just, they're going to argue with me about it. And some of them are going to say that underage marriage is good. And that if you don't give the children to get married, they will get pregnant. And that the children, is better they get married young than to get pregnant or have sex young. They're going to say that. Some of them say that in the video all the time, with their face on even. And the self-love, they will ignore it. They will not even talk about it. Because they don't know it. They don't want to know it. When I tell them it, they will be like, ugh, Western-minded woman and stuff, and just be like, yeah, you have to love yourself, yeah, and just that's it. They don't even know what that is, a lot of them. That's my community people for us. So I'm going to go and take a little break and pray and everything. And I'm going to come back for Wolof topic, guys. If you speak Wolof, get ready for the drama. You don't speak Wolof. Sorry. But the moment I speak Wolof, they all come in. They're like, I'm a joke again. What is he talking about today? Lot of them coming to attack me. Some come to say thank you and to appreciate my work and to tell the truth that what I'm saying is true. And they condemn it too. Salute those. But some come here to against what I'm saying, and I have to block them or mute them or scream at them like this girl is saying her father did. But I cannot scream today. I'm fasting. I'm tired. So yeah, guys, I'll have to go, guys. Western minded. Yes, they say me I'm Western minded because me I'm talking like a Western woman for saying these things are not good. They always say that janga. You don't know that. They always call us that. All of us, the women that are working, the community people that are forcing themselves to sleep, They call us Western-minded, rude, not ready to be married, especially if you're a woman. They hate a woman that is working. And when you are a child, when you are their children too, and you're working, they call you rude child. You shouldn't be working at all. That's rudeness. You should just shut up and behave. Just insane community, yeah. But I love my community no matter what. I'll not give up. I'll come back, guys. See you later. I speak English. I understand more Tuti Wolof, but I want to say my own in English on video, please. Okay, you want to come into the video? We can educate, and Islam says education is not only for men. Exactly. Okay, you want to come into the video? You can come in then and talk before I go. It's prayer time, yeah. And I'm fasting, so I'm trying to pray on time when I'm in the house. You are still Suma sister. You are not working. No, I'm not working. I do TikTok videos. That's my work. Just my employers do, people that employ me, which is you guys that watch me, you don't pay me. Some of you are too wicked to donate, and some of you don't have money to donate, but you insult me when you're entertaining. When you're watching me and enjoying the video. I am not ready. Come back. Okay, I'll come back. But then I'm going to be doing the wall of talk. You can talk in wall of then, and if you're stuck, you talk in English, okay? See you later. Bye. See you later. Remember, my work is TikTok video. And you have to learn how to pay me instead of insulting me. This is my job. I'm educating you, helping you to live long, happy, healthy life. You can only have that by doing the truth, doing the reality, doing the good thing. Avoiding all of this too. Apart from this one, you have to use this one. The rest, you avoid them. Tell people to avoid it. That's what I'm doing. That's why I told you to eat moringa and hibiscus and baobab. I told you that. And I told you to stop skin bleaching. And do all of this so you can live long. How you don't know that my job is for you to behave? Your entire generation to behave. That's my job. You pay me, you're owing me money. Watching me every day and you're not paying me and you're insulting me. I saw your YouTube a few years ago. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. You don't have money to pay me, or you're too wicked to pay me. You're owing me money. So why are you not going to pay me and you're insulting me? Insult yourself. You should insult yourself for not paying me. Look at TikTok. You can click and pay me and donate. You don't have money or you're wicked. So why are you insulting me? You should thank me. I'm working for you for free. You own me on that money. You pay me that money in the day of judgment. You pay me. Let me take off this ear. I can't pray with that. Day of judgment, you pay me all this money you own me. All of you people that are insulting me and watching my videos for entertainment and education. Okay? You pay me day of judgment. See you later, guys. Thank you. This girl says you donate. Awesome. My cash app is above, guys. Ami Olaf is my cash app. People donate on TikTok or donate on cash app or wherever they want instead of insulting me. Okay, guys, I have to go now. See you later. Exactly. I have to read books and get in knowledge and come here and tell them what they're doing to their children is going to do this, is going to do that. And then they're going to sit there and insult me like the idiotic people they are. But anyway, see you later, sweetheart. See you later. Bye.